Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some room to work. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They'll drop to throw as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They get only 4 that time. As that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
A little juke. So we have, boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
And out now come the Eagles. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Ready. 10-2, sir. Snap. Let's make these babies cry.
On second down now. It's Floyd.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Just bowling over tacklers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So now the Browns down 6-3, 54 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
3-5.
Back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Hey, let's go.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you...
And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
If this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Let's go.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold,
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is
EA Sports coverage of the NFL take. Us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
ready up.
Nice number one. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On first down, Clements. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
My X3. 218. Chop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to John Ross. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
Right here.
Deep grip.
A final shot before break. Larson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, team 6.
Archambault now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15.
Pass interference. Defense.
So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
And here's Archambault off the play fake. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Archambault. Off play action. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. They'll run on first down. Bright, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
60 outlaw.
Hey, me and you all game.
But
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
That's the end of regulation.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Hanley. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Able to spin free. Oh, now he bowls him over. And now running right through him.
Let's go, baby.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So a full 4 quarters and the extra session, not a single point scored. How about both of these defenses in this one?
I mean, just look at my face.
You're smiling.